Efunsetan Aniwura, popularly known as Iyalode of Ibadan, was the second Iyalode of Ibadan in Oyo Kingdom. She was one of the preeminent slave traders in the 19th century in Ibadan. Efunsetan Aniwura was a migrant from Egba land, now known as Ogun State. She is famous for being arguably the most powerful and certainly one of the wealthiest Yoruba women that ever lived. She was married with a child. Efunsetan had 200 slaves. Historians have described her as an authoritarian leader who often used capital punishment on erring slaves. Most of her slaves worked on the farm, while some did the house chores. Farming was a major occupation. She planted crops like cassava, cocoa, yam, and a lot more. Her entrepreneurial drive is reported to have originated when her mother, who was a petty trader, took her to the market with her. Efunsetan was the first female who made transactions with the Western, which helped civilization in Ibadan. Efunsetan Aniwura also traveled a lot. There was a particular time when she traveled, a female slave gave birth in her absence. When she returned, she gave her food, clothes, and conducted the naming ceremony for the slave. Efunsetan lost her only child, which led to a psychological breakdown due to the death of her only daughter, and it influenced the latter part of her life negatively. Her inability to procreate led to her divorce. Efunsetan had the saying, "God, please hold your heaven and let me hold the earth." After the incident, Efunsetan became strict and villainous. She enslaved anyone who passed the front of her house and says, "Ẹrú mi lékan lónìí." When a slave committed any offense, she beheaded them in the presence of other slaves. There was a rumor of a slave being pregnant. She interrogated the slave, but the slave denied it never happened. After her investigation, which confirmed the slave being pregnant, she beheaded her. The male slave who impregnated her ran away. Efunsetan had a misunderstanding with the Balogun of Oyo Kingdom, and she ordered her male slaves to beat him up till the point of death. This made the king to send for her, but she refused to show up in the palace because of her pride. When the king heard that she refused to show up in the palace, he ordered the palace guard to bring her to the palace, and she was put in prison, which led to her end.